Well, the WIN Consortium is a group of people that represent academia and biotechnology and the pharmaceutical companies and patient advocacy groups and non-for-profit organizations that share one goal: to speed up the application of science to the development of effective cancer treatments. We began this symposium over about a half dozen years ago because we thought there was a need for a smaller meeting, 300 or 400 people, that gathered together people from academia and people that were working in for-profit companies and the non-for-profit groups to exchange ideas in a little more interactive format than at these wonderful big cancer meetings like AACR today. WIN 2017 Symposium is smaller. It's 300 or 400 people. It's very focused on taking genomics and other new knowledge and biomarkers and moving forward in developing effective therapies. It's not trying to cover all of cancer. It's very focused on getting science to the patient. The theme is how to advance science into the clinic, and we're looking at how to design better trials, how to use these new agents that have been developed that target specific pathways in the cell, how to combine them better, which is a very important area, and how to identify biomarkers that will more accurately predict who's going to be likely to respond to a treatment and who's not, things like that. We've got a wonderful group of speakers. René Bernards from the Netherlands, Martine Picard from Belgium, Jose Bazalga from New York, Guido Kramer from Paris. WIN is made up of people from all over the world. We have representatives from 4 different continents, and at the annual symposium we bring in speakers from all over the world too. The target audience is the members of WIN and people interested in translational and clinical research, and young people that are getting started that would like to get an overview of what's happening in the field that they can apply. It's very necessary to continue to think deeply about how to better do the clinical research that will lead to cancer treatment improvements. We have hundreds of new targeted therapies available now. They work on many different pathways. We have the immune system now, ways to manipulate it, and how to bring these together in the timing, in the dose, in safe approaches and in effective approaches. There's a lot to be worked out still, and that'll be one of the main subjects of this meeting. Among the innovations you should be thinking about, probably the 2 most important are how to combine multiple targeted agents against different pathways, bringing in the immune agents that are changing the immune system to be more effective, and how to identify biomarkers that will better predict which patient is likely to respond and which patient isn't, both from the point of view of helping the patients and not hurting the patients, and from the point of view of expense, and from the point of view of more rapidly getting regulatory approval. We want to work with populations that are more likely to respond, and that's an important challenge. We need more science and understanding of the targets that these new drugs are active against, and better understanding of how these targets interact in the cell, in the biochemical pathways that regulate proliferation and the death of cells, and how to avoid toxicities while more effectively killing. Why do cells die? We know a fair amount about that compared to 10 years ago. If we really, and dying is an active process in many situations. It's not just passively giving up, but cells actually have biochemical pathways that induce cell death. We've got to be cleverer about forcing a cell to say, I give up, I commit suicide. Well, of course, we're a small association with limited resources. So our approach is, first of all, to hold a symposium where we talk together and plan together, not just in that meeting, but plan work together for the coming year, to carry out clinical trials that are innovative and are unique in that, for instance, combining 3 drugs at the same time, and unique in that we're bringing in populations from all over the world. We're studying people from China and India and the Middle East, both Arab countries and Israel, North and South America, and of course Europe. And people of different backgrounds might respond differently to the same drug. So we're trying to be broad in examining drugs alone and in combinations in a variety of settings against a variety of types of cancer, but also with different types of people.